Hello, everybody. Yes, we are here. We're just hiding from you. Hope y'all are doing wonderful. Happy Magic Monday.
Ooh,
See, like
magic
that,
in
don't
the
you?
air.
Yeah, like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Man, here's the deal. Look, welcome to the Trade Talks Live. We get to go live each and every day because of people like you. We do it because, man, we talk trades and y'all show up to talk trades with us. So it's a great thing. But we started doing this a long time ago. And we figured out that the more we learn about our niche, our business, our industry, our profession, the better opportunity we have to learn and grow. And the more you learn, you can learn your way up, you can make more money. So we decided, look, we're going to put stuff together each and every day to help people learn a little bit more about the trades. And we talk all the trades, not just plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. We talk it all. So glad y'all are here. Those of y'all that have been here before, welcome back. Those of y'all that have not been here before, it's your first time here, welcome to the show. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, because we do this every day at 10 o'clock Central Time just to say hello to you. And you notice I said we.
That's it. Good morning, everybody. I'm Henry Wakefield, aka Squirt, as you see down on the screen. 20-year pipe fitter by trade. Loved being a pipe fitter. Mechanical rooms were my favorite. Ugh, good place to be. But I grew up around a family full of plumbers, which led me to do what I get to do nowadays. And
Plumbing?
no, I get to build tools for plumbers.
Ah,
Okay, and I was telling somebody this, and they're like, wait, like, you build tools. Yeah, I build tools and put them in plumbers' hands. That's
he's a
who I build for.
manufacturer.
I am a manufacturer. It's not really what I thought I would be whenever I grew up, but hey, love it. I've embraced it, and we would like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. Where I do, guys, I get to build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And when I say the system, it's a couple pieces of equipment that I build. You've got the probe, T-handle style, super durable for that yard service. We love that. For that meter to the home, irrigation lines, anything out in the yard. If there's a driveway, sidewalk, or a slab above a leak, though, you're going to want the sidekick that comes in that kit. It's our pistol grip style with an aluminum rod. And that aluminum rod, it's a less dense metal, so it enhances the sound more, which is what eliminates that layer of concrete for you. So check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. If you're not familiar with it, though, give me a call at 8888 LeakPro, because I do offer a 2-day in-person training that we can discuss so that you can bring leak detection in-house and quit outsourcing it.
And guys, we get to do this because of something we started doing 7.5 years ago. I literally went to a conference because I got tired of getting ripped off by marketing companies. So I went to a conference to learn social media. Now, at the age of 54, you think that's Facebook, which is what I went to learn. And I ended up in this room where I discovered this new thing called YouTube. Now, it wasn't new, it was just new to me. And I had no idea that YouTube was the second largest search engine in the world. And a month later, we started putting up videos trying to teach people how to fix their own plumbing, how to bring them value. Now, 7.5 years later, I'm one of the biggest plumbing channels in the world. It's kind of crazy. There are some that are bigger, but they just do it on shorts. It really doesn't count. No, I'm joking. Look, man, we all learn different ways. If you learn by shorts, man, we make some shorts too. But what I learned to do on YouTube, I now teach people how to do. And I put together a free webinar. Like I said, it's free. Go check it out. If you want to learn how to do YouTube and you want to kickstart your YouTube channel, go to justmattroger.com. Check out the webinar. It's free. Kind of tells you a little bit about it and certain things you don't need to get started. So if you're interested, go check that out. And if you're interested in the best practice group, you want to get the coaching, the mentorship, the training, you want to give us a business operating system, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com, where you can find the things, the systems and processes to help you do your business the way you want to do it. Now we're going to jump right into the national news. And Ford is already talking about scrapping the electric F-150.
This is a big headline, man.
It's huge.
That Ford really is, they're reconsidering the future of the F-150 Lightning program. The demand for electric pickups has cooled off some in dealers. they're sitting on inventory that they can't move. And guys, this is bigger than just car sales. Okay. It's a ripple that hits the trades.
Because we've been talking about this for a long time.
We have been. Those EV assembly plants, we talked about it Friday. GM was doing some shutdowns. The battery factories and charging station builds that were booming the past few years, some of them are starting to hit the brakes. And it's like I brought up Friday, some of the infrastructure isn't enough for everybody to embrace this.
Yep.
But if Ford scales back, that affects subcontractors, electrical, automation, mechanical, and control work, especially in states like Tennessee and Kentucky, where those big battery campuses were under construction. And here's what it means, guys. If your company leaned heavily on the EV infrastructure or that battery plant project, now's the time to do some pivoting. Focus on some data center builds, industrial retrofits, traditional manufacturing expansions. Those are all in line with the same type of builds. Do a little pivoting. I can remember whenever we worked at a company and it was all clean room. They're like, look, this is what we do. We need some other stuff too, just in case something happens and stalls that. And when that stall hit, it was great that there were a couple of other projects outside of that work going on because it kept the company going. But this is just a reminder, guys, that construction flows with the market demand. And right now, the grid, AI, industrial upgrades, they're where the next contracts are forming. They've got to get that infrastructure built up so that we can push this EV more.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the relationships alive because it's going to come back, guys. Don't park all of your trucks in the EV lane just yet. Just do some of the fleet. Embrace parts. Make sure your grid can handle it wherever it is that you're at, though, because that's something that's coming into play in a lot of places around the country now.
I tell you what, and my thing is, I want EV. I want to go that way. I really do. We did not win the contest. I think we told y'all last week. We entered a contest with General Motors trying to win an electric vehicle. And man, I'll tell you what, we got to sit in the Escalade, the Hummer, the Silverado. Guys, these things are nice. So it's something I'm interested in still, just going to let you know.
Yeah.
We're going to jump right over into website review, though. weldingweb.com. Now, this website pick is one of the OG online communities for welders. This place is pure knowledge.
Where did I lose?
What did you do?
Oh, camera 4 is out for some reason. Rick, camera 4 just went out. Just so you know.
So, hey, we try to fix what we're trying to fix.
We're on the fly, guys.
We do what we
catching
do.
Stuff. All right, sharing screen here.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, so this place is pure knowledge. No ads, no upsell, just tradespeople helping tradespeople. You'll find sections for MIG, TIG, and stick, pipe welding also, plus forums where pros post photos of their beads. They share WPS templates, or they troubleshoot machine errors in real time. What's cool is that a lot of mechanical and plumbing pros also hang out there because, let's face it, in the field, our trades overlap. If you ever needed to weld a hanger or fab a quick bracket, anything at all like that, this is where you pick up real world advice. It's also a great spot to recruit or connect with welders who've proven their skill through their post. That beats scrolling through another generic job board any day. So if you're serious about improving your metalwork game, or you just want to see how other professionals set up their rigs, bookmark weldingweb.com. Now, Squirt, this is one I know you've looked at before.
It is, guys. I've been pulling up some forums again here lately. It's been a little while since I've talked forums. This is welding, but what I thought was really cool, popped into this thing. First thread here. Rigid chop saw question. Do you hear how specific that is? This isn't just generic stuff, guys. This is very descriptive, digging into the exact thing. The next one that follows it. Miller, big 40 gasoline, non-working. Is it worth it? We had a big 48 diesel a long time ago.
Big
4080. The thing. Yeah, we ran that thing a lot too. These are very descriptive. It's not just, hey, if I got a welding machine that ain't right, is it worth getting or not? No, look, I want to talk to somebody that knows this machine. That's the thing here, guys, is with welding, everybody has, I've dealt with a lot of welders. I was a pipe fitter for a living. You got your Lincoln guys, you got your Miller guys, you've got all these different things. But guess what? Most jobs, you're welding with whatever comes out to that job, period.
Yeah,
you don't get
have
to
a lot
pick
of
and
choice.
choose.
Yes.
Unless you're that, you've got your rig, you've got your what you've got on your truck. That's great. But I worked union, and guess what? Most of those guys that have those, yeah, you're not using that on those jobs. You get to use that out on the pipeline, and that's it. You can't use it on normal jobs. So it's really good to go in here and dig into some different things, especially if you're using a new machine that you're not used to. This is a great place to come in and kind of dive and get some tips from people that love that machine and know the different quirks that each machine has, because they've all got something that's a little different that you're going to want to look into. What am I missing? You know, different things, guys. Sand screener, quick bracket repair on a Friday afternoon. Just deep dives. Hey, here's what was going on. Here's the things that we did. Here's how we fixed it and got through the problems. That's what these forums are for, guys, is passing on that information, helping other people with their problems. Go in here, get help with your struggles, but at the same time, go in and help somebody else with theirs too. Find something.
Wait a minute. You said no ads, but you look over here on their website, they've got ads over here on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'm not complaining
and
about
that's true. Yeah.
It's just your research says no ads, but look, guys, and I have no problem with that, because here's the deal. Everybody needs to make money at what they do. And the guys running this, look, it takes money to do the work. It takes time. We've got 4 people in a room over there. I don't even count you. You don't count. He says, but I do a lot.
Oh,
but here's the thing, guys, is it takes money to make money, and we know that. And the big thing about it is we got to do what we got to do. So I have no problem with them making ads. I noticed we said it didn't have ads, but it does. And I understand it. So I have no complaint at all on that. I don't have to click on them if I don't want to.
I try to tell everything, pull up, no ads.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're going to roll right into business growth, scaling up without losing quality. Now, growth sounds amazing until you realize how fast it can wreck your reputation if you're not ready. Guys, hiring bad people that don't care about culture, people that don't care about doing it right. There's like, look, I just want to get in, do it the easiest way and get out. That's not who you need. When you go from 5 guys to 20, from one van to an entire fleet of them, guess what? You hired chaos also, because it's going to come in there. The secret to scaling without losing quality is systematization. If you can't systematize everything you're doing, there's a problem. Every task that's repeatable should be documented and trained upon. Now, SOPs are your best friend here. I'll tell you all the time, I was in an entrepreneur workshop, and one of the other entrepreneurs gets up, says, anytime you do something more than once, you need a process. And I'm like, man, so smart.
Yeah.
But it starts small. Service call checklist. Did you go back and test what you did? Did you show the homeowner? Did you show them it worked? Quality control photos. Randy talks about before and after photos in every show we do. Do them. It's not just great for your quality control. It's not just great for your invoicing and your estimating. This is great for social media.
I was watching a yard transformation video this
morning. I can't get off those. Once I turn one on, I'm screwed.
I know. I had to force myself to get. I'm like, no, walk away from the computer a minute so that I can clear my mind completely, come back, and I can get back to work. Because I was working, but
you weren't.
Part of my work is looking through social media, and it came up, and it was the one that hadn't been touched in 10 years. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like I can't, I gotta watch. Transformations are huge. So before and after photos are amazing. They go a long way.
But another big deal here is standardize the materials. Let them know, look, we don't use cheap stuff.
That's it. That's huge. That was one of the biggest things with him was, what? I'll watch this video. Don't be the cheapest guy. I don't use the cheapest part. I use the best part, the parts I would use at my home.
Absolutely.
Period. That's the service I provide for my customers. If everybody knows that's your standard, they're like, that's the guy I want.
Mm-hmm.
His whole company does the same thing. They go with that best material. That's their standard.
The
It
good
sets
thing
you
about it
apart.
is that's how you maintain craftsmanship as crews get bigger. You let them know, guys, look, I hate saying this. I've gone back through and looked at pictures because our team had to put pictures in their invoices. Problem is, I'd go in and look at pictures. It's like, why did you use a shark bite? Oh, well, I didn't have a coupling. Then I've got a problem with you. Why have you even got a shark bite on your truck? Because we're not supposed to have those. Next, communicate relentlessly. Let people know, guys, look, this is my name. If you can't work here and represent me, there's a problem. If you're not going to do it my way, there's a problem because I want it done perfect, right, each and every time. And I know there's no perfect, but we try for it. Morning huddles, weekly progress calls, clear feedback loops, keep everyone aligned on the standards. And guys, go in and look at your pictures that your guys are taking of the work they did. Is that the quality that you want?
Yep.
And then finally, hire slow, train fast, bring on people that match your culture, then onboard them hard with your systems. I mean, go deep with them. This is why we do it. A Texas HVAC company went from 5 to 18 techs in just 2 years. And they use that exact approach. They grew revenue 3 times and kept their callback rate under 2%.
That's
and guys,
big.
if you've got a callback rate that low, man, reward your teams on a regular basis because you're not wasting money on crap.
That's it. That lunch goes a long way with them guys. Oh, steaks are great.
You know that, and even sometimes it's hard to get everybody free at lunch because they're on a job they can't get away from. Schedule a breakfast out 3 weeks. Tell your CSRs, don't book anybody from 8 to 10 o'clock. First call's at 10, not 8 that day.
Yep.
And then day or two before, you tell your guys, hey, y'all meet us over at this restaurant at 8 o'clock. We're having breakfast. And tell them steak and eggs. You want the steak? Get a meal today, guys.
Yep.
Steak and eggs, and let's talk and just say, hey, guys, thank y'all. That's all it's about. Scaling isn't about adding chaos. It's about cloning excellence. Build systems that'll grow with you and you'll have them forever. And that's what a business operating system does. You start it when it's small, when you're small. People say, oh, well, I'm going to wait till I hire people before I start doing stuff like that. No. Get everything implemented while it's just you. Then when you bring on somebody, all you got to do is show them what you do. Here's how you do it. Thank you, bye. It works. Yeah. Randy, service work.
Man, handling pricing complaints the right way. Because, I mean, guys, this is one of the most uncomfortable spots that you can be in when the customer fights with the price and argues with it because of what? They're getting the service that you said that they were going to get, but everybody wants to complain sometimes because guess what? We're getting screwed over on prices in a lot of places. So they feel like you might be the right place too. Yep. But every tech's face this. The customer who thinks that you charged too much for just tightening a fitting.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I know that your experience told you the exact fitting to go to tighten. They don't understand that though.
Well, probably the water coming out of it is what told you, but they saw that
Could
too.
be. But the trick isn't to defend yourself, okay? It's to educate the customer. Explain what all goes into the price. Like when it's set, and I used to get those calls. I used to hate it whenever you go in to fix somebody's toilet. The chain's unhooked. You tried to talk them through it over the phone and everything, but they didn't understand it. Well, then you go in there and you hook it, and guess what? The toilet is fixed. It didn't take much.
Mm-hmm.
But explain everything goes into your price, guys, because you've got to have a license to be able to even step foot in there to do that job. Yeah. You've got to be insured for anything that goes wrong. You also got to be trained to be able to go in and fix the exact problem that they've got. You got to have stocked parts on that truck. You've got to have the right tools. You've got to have the truck itself to get all the tools around town.
And here's the deal. You've also got a warranty now.
Yes.
Hey, if this thing leaks, we're coming back to fix it. I don't know what caused it to leak this time, but we're going to take it apart. We're going to clean it up. We're going to put it right. And if it leaks again, it's on us, not you.
Yep. Use visuals, guys. Show some before and after photos or thermal images to let them see the leaks, the issues that are going on. When customers see what could have gone wrong, value becomes real.
And that's the deal. Look, and normally, number one, if they're complaining about the price, it should be before you do the job.
Yes.
Because, hey, here's how much it's going to cost. Ooh, that seems high. Well, let me explain to you. I'm a professional licensed plumber. If you did that credibility statement I talk about all the time, they know all this to begin with. Okay. They're not expecting you to be the cheapest when you go through $10,000 of training every year. Guys, if they're complaining about the price beforehand, that's fine. Okay. I gave you the price. I can't look, we don't know what see-through. We don't know what issues they're having. We don't know what problems they have. All we can do is give them the price that it costs us to do the job, the fair price. Don't set your pricing based on, gee, this is a 3-story house. I'm going to charge extra. It's not how you do it.
And then also, don't rush to discount. Okay. Offer what we talk about a lot, that good,
Options.
better, and best options, or explain the warranty coverage. Customers like choices, not confusion. Okay. The major part, though, guys, is the follow-up. A short call the next day. Thanks for your feedback. We want to make sure that everything's right. That can turn a frustrated customer into a lifelong customer. Let them be seen, feel, and heard, and address the situation. And if you handle it the right way, just like I said, that is a lifelong customer. It's not about being the cheapest, guys. It's about being the most trusted. That's what locks you in with that customer. It's what locks you in as service person at my house for sure.
You've got to show them the value. If they don't see value, they're not going to buy, period. And everybody says, oh, well, Roger, you can be too high. Really? I mean, Lamborghinis are too high, but people still buy them. People see the value in it. Okay. If you're not selling the value, people don't just buy a Lamborghini because, hey, I need a way to get to work. Okay. They buy it because they want something special.
They want the fastest way to work.
Yeah. I want to fly to work. Lamborghini's the only way to do that right now. Anyway, guys, look, learn to sell the value, and then you won't argue on pricing. And if you're arguing on pricing, that tells you right there, you're not selling the value at all. All right. We're going to roll into materials, equipment, and tools, MET. High-end tools, are they worth it or are they wasteful? Well, let's face it. We all love a shiny new tool. We do. I love my new tools. But are those high-end options really worth the cost? Now, the answer depends on the usage and the accountability. A $3,000 press tool might seem very expensive until you realize that it saves you 20 to 30 minutes per joint on every job you go on all year long. As you can measure that ROI, you can track it and say, hey, we did 10 jobs this week that we saved 30 minutes each on. That's 300 minutes. That's 5 hours. That adds up quick. And if you're selling flat rate pricing, you're selling upfront pricing, you're selling price book pricing, time is what you can make up to make more money on them. The high-end tools shine where time and precision equal money. Pipe pressers, diagnostic equipment, laser measurements, IR cameras, leak detection equipment where you actually hear everything under the slab. But don't throw premium gear at every new hire. Let your seasoned technicians handle those investments. Apprentices can prove reliability before getting the expensive stuff. But I tell you what, when my apprentices did prove their worthiness, I trained them on leak detection. I wanted them to get out and be able to do leak detection. Now, by the time they become the plumber, they know how to fix it. Keep a tool performance log. Track your downtime, your repair costs, time saved. If you'll start tracking time saved, that will show you the value of the tool. The numbers will teach you which brands truly pay back. The bottom line is quality tools don't just make you faster. They make your work safer. They make it more consistent. And to be honest, they make you more money. And at the end of the day, look, we didn't go into business to be broke. We started our own company because we thought, hey, I can do this. We just don't know how to run a business.
And some of the tools that they're coming out with nowadays, it's more for saving the body.
Yeah.
The repetition that we
Which
do
saves you even a
over
lot
and
more
over,
money.
which saves you way more money than we can even talk or think about, guys, because when you're saving that body, being able to do extra things for even longer, that's what I call compound interest.
I want to say hello to Capacitor MC. How you doing? Dallas
How's it
Plumbing
going?
Apprentice 214. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Brother Matt McDonough in the house is Mr. Miyagi at Plumbing and Viking Lease Whisperer. What is up, brothers? Happy Margarita Monday. Got to go be a hero. Love you. Bye, brother. Great seeing you. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah.
Says, good morning, fellas. Helping handyman. How are you doing? Matt says, also go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. Like and subscribe to make the trades great again. I'm all about saving my back and my knees. Yeah, I wish I'd have thought about that when I was much younger.
I know. I pull the knee pad out way more than I
Oh,
used
yeah.
to for both of us when we're filming and doing stuff.
Yeah, it's not
definitely.
very
So,
seldom I got to walk up when I got to get in. It's like, wait, you didn't get me my knee pad? No, he's like, no, I know.
most of the time, yeah, we've got it covered. Because yes, and for you youngsters out there that are tuning in and listening, guys, go ahead and grab a knee pad. Make it a habit right now because it'll make your knees last longer, and it's definitely worth that quick investment in time.
Guys, this video is sponsored by me because of something I started doing 7.5 years ago. I started doing YouTube. And I know it sounds crazy, but I got tired of getting ripped off by marketing companies. So I wanted to find something that we could do in-house. So I found YouTube. I laugh about it because it's crazy. I literally just thought I was going to learn social media. I thought I was going to learn Facebook. And I found this new thing called YouTube. Now, YouTube, being the second largest search engine in the world, puts you in front of people that are looking for what you're talking about. They're searching for it. That's why it's so easy for us to make money off sponsors and stuff like that by doing sponsorships, because we talk about what people are searching for and we get found for it. So if you would be interested in learning how to do YouTube, I can help you kickstart your YouTube channel. Go to justmattroger.com and I'll teach you some things that maybe might clear it up for you in your mind that might be easier for you to start than you think. And this video is also go to learn more about that, go to justmattroger.com. And this video is also sponsored by Residential Service Professionals. If you want to get into a group, a mastermind, coaching, training each and every week that are going to help you learn the things you need to learn to move you up to the next level, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com. They have a business operating system that'll help you free up time where you can spend more time working on your business, less time working in your business. Residentialserviceprofessionals.com.
That's it. And everybody, we'd also like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks, where we get to build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And I always suggest the complete kit. It's the business in a box. You can check that out at our website, leak.pro. It's got both pieces of equipment to cover you for yard services or anything underneath concrete or asphalt, anything like that. But guys, don't just settle on the equipment. Come spend a couple days with me and learn the process. I do a hands-on training here just outside of Dallas, Texas. I've built a facility out there. I've got a slab with leaks under it that I can actually teach you how to locate the lines, how to pinpoint locate those leaks under the slab, even outside of the slab. I've got a leak, so you're familiar with what just an underground sounds like. But guys, you come through, spend 2 days with me. I'll run you through 30 to 50 leaks while you're here. That repetition, experience quick over and over. You start out with that 130,000 square inches. And by the end of the 2 days, every time you go, here's where the leak is, it's within 12 inches every time. We call it in the hole, because if you're going to cut a hole in that concrete, I suggest a 2x2 or bigger if you've got space for it. But 2x2 is kind of my minimum. So within a foot's always in the hole. And that's what we look at here. But also, I'll teach you how to go to a clean out outside of a home and figure out where a sewer system's leaking, just with a little testing. We'll teach you all these processes in that 2 days. So give me a call. Bring leak detection in-house. Quit sending it out, guys. Up to 3 people. Give me a call, guys. 8888 LeakPro, or visit the website leak.pro. You can check out the equipment or book me for a Zoom call there, and let's discuss how you bring this in-house. Quit losing these jobs to others, guys.
And if you come today, bring a jacket. It's cold.
It is cold today.
It's a little cold here in North Texas. I got up and walked outside and thought, what the just happened? Okay, critical winter HVAC maintenance tips. Guys, this is MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. Winter brings predictable chaos. We know it. We know it's coming. But for HVAC, what about frozen coils, cracked heat exchangers, condensate backups? For mechanical pros, now's the time to stay ahead of those service calls. Start with combustion analysis. Fine-tune your burners and verify the drafts before the first cold snap. Next, check the basics. Are there belts in there? Are they doing what they're supposed to do? What about the filters, the condensate lines, all that stuff? Replace any worn parts proactively. Downtime in January gets to be expensive because prices kind of go up as people get busy. But you can use thermal imaging to catch uneven heat distribution early. Those cold spots usually point to restricted ducts or failing dampers. And always remind your customers, bumping the thermostat up 10 degrees doesn't heat it up any faster.
It doesn't?
No. All it does is make the system short cycle, and then you're just wasting gas. Yeah. Preventative maintenance contracts this time of year build loyalty and stabilize your winter revenue. Don't wait for the no heat calls. Get ahead of them. If you're getting out and you're doing a pre-winter inspection, and then you're getting back out and doing a pre-summer inspection, you're in people's houses twice a year. Guess who they're going to call when they have a problem?
Yeah, that's it.
They're going to call you.
They're going to call me, and I'm going to have to climb up there and fix it. Man,
it is what it is.
Love keeping that schedule booked, though. That's it. Like, and that's what this is about, guys, is keeping that schedule full, keeping you busy all the time.
And, there's a good way to do that. And we teach this in residential service professionals. If your guys aren't booked out 3 days, have your CSRs calling out people that it's time for a water heater flush. It's time for an inspection. Whatever it is, you can get them busy. Yep. Just learn to use your CSRs in a good way. All right, Randy, where the work is now, we're in Q4.
Yep. So some of the top cities that are booming right now, if you're looking to fill that schedule in through the next year, here's some hot markets, guys. Phoenix, Raleigh, Dallas, Boise, Denver.
That's a lot of cities. And those are all spread out, guys.
It's all over. I didn't want to stick with the region. I wanted to kind of cover a little bit of everything here. This. Phoenix is seeing another wave of chip plant and logistics hub projects we've talked about on here before.
We could go do that.
Man,
no, we can't.
I just want to go spend like a week in a clean room working, just a week.
Yeah.
And that'd be enough, and I'd be good. Yeah,
no,
I'd be
you
ready
say
to
that
get out of there.
The first day after you had to smock up, smock down,
I'd be over it.
You'd be like, okay, I now remember why I don't miss this.
Yeah. No coffee in the clean room. It's not allowed. Dang it.
Yeah.
But Raleigh is booming with some healthcare, some higher education expansions. Okay. Dallas has gone full throttle, data centers, tenant improvements, everything. We've got everything going around this place, I feel like. Boise seeing new subdivisions, small industrial parks. Denver, I ain't forgot about you either. Airport and rail work. all over.
Denver's not the only one working on the airport.
No,
y'all.
definitely
we
not.
see it everywhere we
Definitely
go.
not. Now I do like Denver's airport. It's pretty cool with paintings and murals and stuff that they've got around that place. Pretty cool. If you work nationwide or you partner across the regions, this is your sign to pre-qualify now. The bid's opening. They're already open, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's going to fuel early 2026 backlogs too. So kind of look, see what's going on. If you're in these areas, there you go. If you're not, see what companies are booming there. You can go get a job for a bit. Stay flexible. Chase the opportunities that are tied to infrastructure and industrial expansions. Like we said, there's kind of another shift going on, guys. Just like construction always is. But that's where the consistency is currently.
Airports that look, Dallas, DFW, they're building a whole new terminal.
Whole nother terminal going on, already started.
And they're remodeling C because A and E were already done. And the funny thing is, by the time they get C done and F done, it's going to be time to come back and look at B and D, and then A and E, and then C and F.
That's it.
It's guys, it just rotates. Every 5 years, you can do remodels. And if you do that every 15 years, the terminals are getting all updated.
Time to restart. That's it.
It works.
Never ending cycle.
And it works well.
That's it.
All right. Instructor training. And I like this co-teach rotations, PMs and instructors. Now, look, most guys in the field hardly ever talk to project managers. They really don't.
Yep.
They're the hands. They're in there working. Now, they may get to see them at a meeting or something like that. But if you really want to evolve your training, one of the smartest trends we're seeing is co-teaching rotations, pairing your project managers with the trade instructors. Now, why? Because project managers bring scheduling, coordination, documentation expertise. Instructors, well, hopefully the communication, but the structure of what they're trying to teach. And when they teach all this together, apprentices get both perspectives. They get the classroom, the theory, but then they get the reality of the field from the project manager. And it turns out that learning from active project managers improves the apprentice's ability to read prints, plan work, and anticipate problems because now they understand the why.
The major one there is to anticipate the problems and stuff, because one of the most useful skills that you can learn in your trade is scheduling, how long things kind of take. And you don't really think about that unless you are talking to a PM or something. But the part I love about this, guys, this is what helps set you up to be a superintendent on that job, to be that leader, because you're not just thinking the work portion. You're getting to learn some of that other side of it too, and that PM's thoughts, because there's a lot of things boxes you got to get checked before you can actually start working on that job. Knowing that during your training is huge. So that's why I love this teaching style. And it sharpens that PM too on their communication skills from talking to people that don't know or get it. Being able to do that helps them communicate with all of the people on the job in the future. So building those extra skills for both parties is great.
The cool thing is that there was a Texas training center that started doing the same type thing last year, and the apprentice retention jumped by 25%. Because if you can make these apprentices feel like they're learning from people that really know what they're talking about, not just an instructor that just sits there and reads the book, it's a big deal. And if you're mentoring your techs, bring your project managers into the next training. They're going to enjoy it. Real world context sticks a whole lot better than just the textbook or a PowerPoint. It's something that they can get, they can understand, and they love.
And go in and dive into a job. Talk about an actual project that's going on, something like takes me back to thinking union. We were in classroom, but we all knew the big projects that were going on and stuff. You bring in a PM from one of those jobs and let us talk hours, schedule, all this type of information and stuff, specs, like how are things, approval processes, a lot of things we don't talk about whenever we're coming up in the trades. It's like, oh, no, you don't want to hear about that. Well, let's talk about the work. We want to be workers. That's great, but also understand the other parts that go into it. It's huge.
I want to say hello to Mr. Derek Sutton in the house. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is going well.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. We're going to roll into specialty and indoor air quality upgrades and your filtration retrofits.
Yep.
Now, indoor air quality is one thing that I've said for years. I didn't go to work. I sold my plumbing company to an to a HVAC company that specialized in IAQ, indoor air quality. And they had 2 testing machines. And they realized that whenever the guys walked in with the testing machine, turned it on and made it work, it was a lot easier for them to sell the UV filtration or the bigger filter housings, all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah. It's big, guys. Guess what? We don't like to breathe crap.
I know.
Imagine that. Most people want to breathe clean, quality air. And this isn't just hospitals, guys. Like I said, people at home, office spaces, they want to work where it's nice and clean air. They want our kids to go to school where it's quality air. Shopping centers, yeah, they're adding it too, guys. They're adding MERV 13 filters, UV disinfection, sensor-based air monitoring systems because it wants to treat the air the way it needs to be treated at the time. Why? Better air means fewer sick days, happier tenants. That's money to building owners, guys, especially when you're talking schools. Naughty little kids.
Yeah, getting each other sick.
That's it. But if you do better air quality, it helps control that, keeps it maintained the spread of things like that. So for the trades, though, your IAQ retrofits, they're a great off-season revenue stream. Go back in and take some of the existing spaces and add good air quality to it. You're already in the space. Why not add that to them? A little bit of air quality enhancement while I'm here leaves my customer happier. Offer them that option because just like you said, when you go in and you run that tester and it starts beeping and screaming and going, hey, here's everything. Here's how good air
beep and
is.
scream. It doesn't.
But
but here's what's cool about it. Yeah, it should.
Beep, beep, beep.
You just start looking like, oh my God, I need to send this off quick.
Contaminant.
But what it does is it's monitored by a third-party company. So it's not even your company looking at the numbers saying, oh yeah, those numbers are bad. Well, what makes it say it's bad? Me. No, it sends it to a third-party company that monitors the air, tells you what all's in it, and says, hey, here's what all you have problems with. Here's what you could do to fix it. Now you're just doing what a third-party testing facility tells you this would be the best thing to do.
And it's great. Offer it. If you're not right now and you are a HVAC company, why aren't you offering this to your customers?
Because if you're already in those spaces and you're not doing this while you're there servicing it,
yeah,
you're
missing out. Like,
it's like walking in a house to fix the garbage disposal. You realize the water heater is 14 years old, but you never tell them about it.
Yeah, that's it. And guys, you can take these upgrades, you can combine it with some duct sealing, insulation work. You deliver efficiency, comfort, and health. It's an easy sell because you're covering all that. Right, that's it. Wait, who do I pay? Document your results too. Okay. Use your air quality sensors to show the before and the after readings. There's your before and after photos, but it's air quality.
It's an air quality report.
Boom. Man, we've enhanced 1,000 homes air quality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I'm calling these people. They've already done 1,000. Customers love seeing proof that their investment's going to work. And the more proof you have like that, the better off you are, guys. Be that person that goes above and beyond, shows off your specialty, and shares it with others for them to see. Because some people don't even know they've got bad air. Why? Because they haven't talked to the right technician yet to let them know that these options are available because, well, they're not plugged into the HVAC world necessarily. I am, and there's some things I still don't know about. I guarantee it out there. So train your customers, give them some options, and show off that proof, because that's what really works, guys.
Yeah, and you can do the same thing with the whole house water filtration. You can do the same thing with your leak detection. Go out and video their meter running. After you fix it, show them it ain't running no more. So look how much money we saved you. If you're really good, do the calculations. Here's how much money we saved you a day just by fixing that leak. All right, we're going to jump over to social media spotlight, and we're talking Mike Holt NEC. Now, if you've ever studied the electrical code, you probably know his name. Okay, he's an absolute legend in the electrical world, breaking down complex NEC topics into simple, memorable explanations. His content isn't flashy, it's effective. You'll see diagrams, case studies, and practical applications that help both apprentices and seasoned electricians. Now, he's proof that education content done right can build an empire. If you're thinking about creating your own trade education channel, watch how he balances clarity, credibility, and personality. Mike Holt, NEC.
Yeah, guys. Description: electrical education. That is what one thing I love to see getting shared on social media is any types of construction knowledge and education to be able to pass on. Started back in November 2008, has 129,000 subs, sitting at 378 videos with 9.3 million views. Doing some really good things. Some of the cool things I like here, guys, is it's direct, like very direct. Some short, some long. All the video links are a little different. It depends on what he's explaining and how in depth he wants to go. Some of the latest here: electric vehicle power transfer system scope, 625.1. Now that's from the code from NEC 2023. And it's what it is, guys. He'll take each part of the code and he'll dive into it, giving you examples, situations, everything that's actually going on, and explains it in the most simple way that he can. And I think that's really cool because some of the code and stuff, whenever you're actually reading code book, it's like, huh, what are they talking about now? Because there's so many different parts and pieces that you're actually going through. I love these deep dives on the exact code, why it's there, the reason that the code was written, and everything, and all the parts and pieces that you're going to have to look for. GFCI protection, all of it. Oldest, let's go check that out real quick.
Those look old.
Ground contact resistant, 15 years ago. Bathtub bonding, 680.74. Guys, it started back then. It's deep dives into these specific parts of the code and stuff. I love it. I think that's really cool. Man, we may have to do something like that for you, some shorts or something, just kind of explaining the reasoning of the code and why the rules are what they are for flood rims, things like that. It's super simple. I loved learning the whys, though. Some of the most popular ones: grounding, safety fundamentals. An hour and 13 minutes from 11 years ago, guys. This is a deep dive into the safety of grounding and the purpose of it. How to prepare for an electrical exam. It's a question we get all the time about plumbing exams, things like that. Study. Here's their tips. Dustin Stelzner, a lot of guys do a lot of guides and stuff like that. It's out there on socials, guys. You can put it out there or you can intake it there. It's your choice. Pass on some of that knowledge. Get on there and learn some knowledge, because like we always talk about, one of the best things you can do is study a little every day to be a little better.
Absolutely. That's
you
why
keep
we do what we
going.
do.
That's it. That's how you get to the top. A lot of guys, man, how'd you climb so fast? Serious about it. Keep learning, keep growing, keep asking the questions so that you learn more on a continuous basis. Most popular here: math and history of multi-wire branches. Kind of the breakdowns, the reasoning, the deep dive into it. Powerful lightning strike anecdote. What do? Create a lightning rod that attracts it. How big, how tall, what all needs to happen to that? I'm just pipe fitter. I don't know.
Me either. I won't worry about it.
I know the lightning likes metal though, so I am always focused on that and thinking about that. And I do appreciate electricians a lot because I know that they help get us grounded,
Mhm.
because that's always a worry for me because I'm usually up on a cooling tower on top of the roof somewhere. And we think about that even though we shut down for lightning. Of course, different violations, the neutral conductor identification. I love seeing that, some of the bad things. We talk about fail walls, things like that. That's kind of what these are, guys. Do's and don'ts, reason the codes are there. Do some dives. Mike Holt, NEC over here, doing some cool things. So, yeah.
And finding a way to make it work. And at the end of the day, I mean, man, it's cool stuff. And anytime we can learn, it's a great thing. All right, I'm rolling the best practices. Residential service professionals community. And we're going to close out today by highlighting the residential service professionals, a network built by tradespeople for tradespeople. When you join, you're not buying advice, you're joining a crew. Access to coaching. Coaching is huge. From people who've actually run successful trade businesses, plus pricing calculators, SOP, hiring frameworks, and marketing templates that save years of trial and error. It's real accountability and community. Weekly calls, private groups, group coaching, and masterminds where owners share what's working right now. Everything we talk about today, scaling quality, quality control, client communication. That's what this community helps you implement step by step. So if you're tired of figuring it all out alone, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com and plug into a team that gets it. And see, I was looking down to see if Julie Jones had jumped in. Because look, Julie is an amazing plumbing coach. And I'm going to say trades coach because she coached over 100 plumbing companies. Some of these are multi-million-dollar companies. Some of them are startups. And they all need different things. And that's the thing that residential service professionals does is it meets you where you need to be met. Yeah. It meets you where you need the help. RVC 1990 says over 40 switching professions from carpenter to plumber. What's the best online course or skills focus on starting up? You know, I don't know that I'd look for online. I think that I would try to find a company in my area that, depending on if you want to do residential or commercial and where you're at, I'd look at PHCC, a company that is in PHCC, because then you have access to their training program, which I think is amazing. Another one would be the union, the United Association. Depending on where you're at, some do residential, some and commercial. Not Dallas, they suck at that, but they're good at commercial. Love the show, American Legends. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Guys, look, this video is sponsored by Residential Service Professionals, and that's why we talk about them, you know, towards the end of the show every day. But residentialserviceprofessionals.com. Go check it out. If you want to find out more about kickstarting your YouTube, guys, YouTube is something that we do.
I would say, yeah, you can kill it.
YouTube is something that we do each and every day. And it's something that we started doing 7.5 years ago. We started doing it to actually grow a plumbing company. And not only did we grow it, we grew it, we scaled it, we sold it. Now we do social media every day. It's what we do. But guys, it started with YouTube. And it started with a conference that I walked into in San Diego. Like I said, 7.5 years ago, walked in there and learned about this new tool, this new thing called YouTube. And it blew my mind that we were spending money on Google, but we weren't spending money on YouTube. And I thought, well, wow, if this is another search engine, why aren't we doing that? Little did I know that Google would end up sending me money to do YouTube. It's kind of crazy how that works, ain't it? But it works pretty good. Guys, if you do something unique, if you do something special, if you think you're amazing in your business, your industry, your niche, your profession, think about making YouTube videos where you could teach people how to do what you do. Maybe they'll buy courses from you. Maybe you're just teaching them because you know you're getting old and getting ready to retire and You want to make sure somebody else knows how to do it. YouTube literally can change your life because people buy from people they know, love, trust, and they're connected to. YouTube helps them get to know you, helps them fall in love with you. It helps you build trust with them. And on YouTube, you can be connected. So if that's something you're interested in, go to justmattroger.com. Check it out. 'Cause I'm telling you, it definitely changed my life. It can do the same for you.
That's it. I'm gonna have to start on YouTube. Oh,
I
I'm
know.
on there. Hey, look
I
there,
know.
man.
Looky
That's
here,
great.
you're here.
That's it. And it is, but like, we'd also like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. And guys, it's a business we promote on here. And guess what? I get calls. I get calls from you, TikTok. I get calls from all y'all.
Instagram,
Plumbers
Facebook,
that are
LinkedIn,
bringing leak
YouTube.
detection in house, and
Yeah.
I love it. Like, we get to have conversations, and it's my favorite because y'all are just like, dude, you really are trying to help plumbers. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I grew up hearing plumbers lost another job to a leak detection guy. Called for a leak detection guy. Yep, never heard back on the job. You're the reason I build the tools. You're the reason I teach plumbers exactly the process, step by step, how to do leak detection. Come spend a couple days with me. I'll show you how to do it. Check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. Guys, I build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And the system, it's the complete kit. It's what I call the business in a box. Comes with that probe, T-handle, super durable. This is what I like for underground services. That meter to the home, irrigation lines, anything like that. As long as there's not concrete above it, that probe is what you want. If there's concrete, asphalt, paving stones, patio, whatever, if you've got that above that leak, you're going to want the sidekick that comes in that complete kit. It's one of my favorites. It's the pistol grip style with an aluminum rod. And that aluminum, it's a softer metal, so it enhances the sound more. That's what eliminates that layer of concrete, so you can still listen to that leak right through the concrete. Check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. If you're not familiar with how to do leak detection, though, give me a call at 8888 LeakPro, because I offer a 2-day in-person training where I'll teach you how to locate lines, pinpoint locate leaks under a slab, outside of a slab, even how to go to a clean out outside of a home and determine where a sewer system's leaking, just with a little testing. Give me a call at 8888 LeakPro, and let's add leak detection in-house for you. Quit losing those jobs to the leak detection subs that you're sending it to.
And guys, it's Monday. Monday is one of the days that most accidents happen on the job because people are thinking about what they did this weekend, not thinking about the job itself. So whatever you're doing out there today, talk to your crews. Let them know, hey guys, look, make sure we're focused on what we're doing and doing things the way that we're supposed to do it. And the reason being, Mondays and Fridays are your worst days. So we always try to talk a lot about safety on Mondays and Fridays. RVC 1990 says, love the show. American Legends. Thank you. This is PHCC. I'll check out. I'm in North Carolina, so no union. I believe there's a union in North Carolina. You can check it out. If you go, and I don't know if it's still on there, on the top right side of my YouTube channel, Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education, there's a link that used to take you into a deal. It's a free course where it just asks you what kind of plumber you want to be. And it asks you questions to help you figure it out. But it may be worth you going over and checking. Helping Handyman says, well, it's time to shine. Have a blessed day out there, fellas. Let's go. Brother, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I hope everything's going wonderful. Guys, we appreciate y'all being here each and every day. We love getting up and doing this. And we get to do it for y'all, with y'all. We love that you're part of the show. Oh, it did come.
I know, it's early today.
Wow, it did. It shut off quick.
Sorry, TikTok.
Yeah, sorry, TikTok. So anyway, guys, look, we love what we get to do, and we get to do it because of y'all. And again, it's Monday. Think safety. What?
It is. Real quick on Insta down here. Hey, you guys think plumbing will benefit me in the long run without union? Of course.
Yes.
It definitely will.
Yep.
Union or not, both ways. Plumbing is a great skill to have, and you can get paid very well to use it.
And it'll stay with you forever.
That's it. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope to see y'all in here tomorrow for Veterans Day, man.
Yeah,
It's going
buddy.
to be a fun one. Guys, get out there, hit it effing hard. You know we will. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Guys, whatever you do out there today, do it safe and have fun.